It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And I tell you what, the margin of victory speaks for itself.
With a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Charlotte also making some changes. Zeller is checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. On the court for the Hornets, Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Batum is out there with Freak. And it's Zeller in the 5, roaming the paint.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Charlotte making a switch here. Lynn's checked in. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Unhindered, going all the way. And the shot is good.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Lynn. Williams a screen. Dishes it to Freak. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. Irving attacking. Three-pointer. Dellavedova.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
No good from Irving.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Picked by Williams. Lynn dishes to Freak. Shoots the 3, and it's Jeremy Lin with the 3. Lynn's got 5 points so far.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Irving passes to Mozgov. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Lynn kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. Freak with it. Zeller up top. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And no good. Trying to get that one. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game. I think you'd have to say the preparation. Different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Charlotte, Marvin Williams is checked in for Jefferson. Lee comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Freak subbed in. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Cass, the 76ers looked really strong. He finished with 13 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
LeBron kicks to Fry. Back to Shumpert. The feed now to Mozgov. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Down low, Zeller dishes to Williams. And he gets it to go. Williams has got his second bucket.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Shumpert with it. He's picked up by Lee. Fry passes to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Poked loose. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarky, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend three positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. Jeremy Lin comes in for Courtney Lee. And Fry kicks to Shumpert. A floater, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Cleveland shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Freak kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Freak. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. And the basket good.
Crisp pass into the paint.
James. And the first half.
Gentlemen,
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for LeBron. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Marvin Williams. Lee's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Freak subbed in for Lamb. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Freak in at shooting guard. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Lee. And there's Kemba Walker, and it's Zeller in at the center, filling out the middle. Freak kicks to Zeller, and stolen by Love. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Feeds it to Dellavedova. Here's Love. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got his fourth rebound in this one. Kidd-Gilchrist lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively. Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
There's the pick. Outside Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. Here's Dellavedova. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. In second, the Hornets.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
Checked in for Love. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Charlotte also making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Zeller. Williams comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. In the corner, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Jefferson. From deep three-point range. Goes back up. No luck. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Shumpert dishes to Dellavedova. They get a hand on it. And oh, here we go with Lin. Nobody back. Finished off the break. Lin's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
They recover it. And here's Freak. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been...
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the plan. And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing here by 8. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. There's Walker with the 3. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
That's good.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a high level and remain in control.
James against Batum. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. And Charlotte again with the bucket. And so it's Cleveland with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. The screen from Thompson. Passes it to Smith. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Walker's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Al Jefferson. In the corner, Smith with it. Now the pass to James. The screen from Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good. 16 points for Love.
They got the lead despite pretty cold shooting from the field in the first half, and now they're beginning to find their groove.
Heating up and looking to build on that lead.
On the wing, Williams. He dishes it to Jefferson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now, go take it. Kevin?
Lamb is jumped in for the Hornets.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
Got it. Get the ball inside.
There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter. And Batum kicks to Lamb. Now the dish to Jefferson. Here's Freak. Takes it off the glass.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, I've given up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
James against Batum. Thompson misses.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Lamb, and he gets the bucket. Now just a 1-point Cleveland lead.
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd. You're right.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment. 54
seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Money! And And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Clark, no room for error
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Oh, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Three from the inbound. The 3 won't fall.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, gentlemen,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon as we... And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in
Let
place
me
that's going to
finish,
address all your
Dom,
concerns
please.
and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that. Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up, not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
The dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, like this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Shoot. Swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Swish. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Can't believe the regular season's done. Some of those games I can barely remember. But we did it. We made the playoffs. And tonight, I make my postseason debut. I wasn't sure I'd be here as a rookie, but I can't wait to see what this team can do. Like KG said, anything's possible. So let's go chase that title.
Welcome, everyone. He's begin. Round one, game one. Here we go. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Chicago. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lynn against Moore. Now here's Lamb. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Freak. And he hits it to tie the game up.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammates. Terrific pass.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. He's looking for Kid Gilchrist and finds him. And they take the lead.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be. And, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. You find out, DB.
He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Freak kicks to Zeller. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Zeller's got his first basket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Noah the screen. Zeller against Mirotic for 3. And it's Lynn with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And here's Charlotte. They've got an 8-0 run. This is to Kid Gilchrist. Lynn against Moore. Poked away and stolen by Mirotic. Here's Rose. The shot misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our...
Recently, we sat down with Freak to discuss his NBA future as a free agent this offseason. You know, Clark, it sounds like he hasn't ruled out the possibility of exploring his options.
And I'd agree with you, Kevin, nor should he. I mean, free agency is a big decision, but it's also a huge opportunity for any player. One of the greatest opportunities a player can have in his career. So I think it makes sense, and it's prudent to take your time, evaluate your options, and see where you think you might want to land.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Batuma's out there with Williams. Then it's Lee, and it's Zeller in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Rose dishes to McDermott. Williams against Gibson. Now here's McDermott. Defense right on him. Gasol, no good. Charlotte leading by 8. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The feed to Williams. Batum passes to Freak. Kicks to Zeller. The Dish now to Lee. Fires from the wing. Some solid defense from Butler.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Rose gets to Gasol, and he jams it with authority.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on a fast break this season. The Bulls in second.
And what a fun team to watch all season long. That up-tempo style, I mean, you've got to love them as a run-and-gun team. That's who they are, and that's going to be important in terms of their push here in the postseason.
Jefferson's checked in for Charlotte. Bulls trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Rose attacking, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Rose has got his second bucket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Williams dishes to Lee. Screen by Jefferson. 5 on the clock, and Batum kicks to Jefferson. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jefferson's got his first bucket in this one. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Right side Gasol. Kicks it out to Gibson. Outside Rose. There's the bucket. Good. Rose has got 6.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Screen by Jefferson. Freak kicks to Jefferson. Feeds to Freak. It's tipped. Here's Lee. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Making a switch here. And so it's a...
All right, Charlotte. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. We are seeing a tremendous game from Freaks checked in for Walker. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. So for Chicago right now, Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's McDermott in at the 3. Bulls trail by 7. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He ended with 13 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
He kicks it to Jefferson. You know what? Some solid defense from Butler.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Rose. Lee passes to Batum. Screen by Jefferson. Batum attacking to the paint. 6 on the shot clock. And Gibson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. Just 4 to shoot. Screen by Jefferson. Again, the miss by Jefferson.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Charlotte making a switch. Zeller's checked in. The Bulls making a change here as well. Joakim Noah's checked in for Taj Gibson. pick by Zeller. Freak kicks to Jefferson. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Covered by Noah. And he gets it to go. Freak's got 5 points so far. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Butler. And he gets it to go.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I think they came out with some tired legs to start. But they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Rose. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's Freak missing.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Outside Jefferson. Outside Batum. Zeller setting the pick for Freak. Here's Jefferson. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. Jefferson's got 10 points.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Let's find out.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Stolen by Noah. Moore outside. Mirotic with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut to just 7 on the basket for Mirotic.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. Their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Lynn dishes to Jefferson. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Jefferson. Rebound by the Bulls.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Here's Noah. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he gets it to go. And that's now 7 points for Freak. Bulls trail by 9.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
He feeds it to Lynn. And there's another one for the Hornets.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line.
And we're back to the action. The Bulls also changing it up. Pau Gasol is checked in for McDermott. Portis comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Mirotic subbed in for Rose. Hornets leading by 8. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Freak. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And it's Freak missing.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
That shot wide open.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Move the ball.
Out to the wing. Outside, Batum. Williams, a screen on Gibson. Here's Freak. Chicago grabs the miss.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And Mirotic gets to Gasol. Back to Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Bullseye. Now just a 3-point Hornets lead.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Noah with the block. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Mirotic gets to Gasol. Back to Mirotic to tie it up. They get it back. No good from Gibson.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And Williams with the basket on the assist by 3. And that's now 9 points for Williams.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Thank you, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. McDermott's checked in for Noah. Butler comes in for Portis, and it's Rose in for Mirotic.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Freak with it. Pass to Williams. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
You look at the game so far for Williams. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Gasol a screen. Rose goes in, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that trims the lead to 6.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Off the pick. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. In both at the line, it's a 7-point game.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
So it's Charlotte picking up the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He really stepped it up and played very big tonight. A huge boost from an unexpected source. They'd love to see more of that. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance. And what a time to do it. If he can keep up this effort, Ernie, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.
I know money isn't everything to you, freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction, but it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm going to call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm going to get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're going to love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested. We now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of Freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, Freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Woo, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, Freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional one. The larger the markets, the greater resources at your disposal and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, Freak.
Thanks, Don.
Absolutely. Team Freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm going to lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose, Freak.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space. If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke. Capiche?
Capiche.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family, but no pressure.
You guys have made this decision so much easier.
What did Mom and Dad say?
You know what they said. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from, and that's Vic.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me.
Yeah.